I didn't want to do 2 Armageddon updates on Epstein. However, as it's gotten weirder and weirder day by day, we've got Mike Johnson, who's Speaker of the House, who has said, hey, we need to do something about this. Then he released a statement contradicting it. Charlie Kirk has been going up against, banging against it. We got to get, where's the thing? He's like, you know what? I'm done talking about it. I'm done talking. I got a phone call from Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he did. Said I'm done talking about it. So may I say that we are now in a place where, and then Trump, the more they interview Trump on it, the more they ask him, he started out being real defensive. That's a nasty question. No, it's actually about a guy who raped kids. Like, it's actually not, that
you ran your whole fucking campaign on.
Yeah, I don't understand where we are, but day by day by day, the more he weirdly, day by day, the more weirdly he denies it, the more weirdly. You saw some weird. We put it in the Armageddon update, some video where he's like, look, watch how he reacts to this, and they ask him about it. And now he's blaming Obama, Bush.
It's the press outside of the White House, and Caroline Leavitt is standing next to him. And one of the reporters yells, are you in the files? Is your name in the files? And he starts talking, and it just goes, and he says, the files were created by Obama and crooked Hillary and crooked Joe. And that's like a span of 16 years.
Eisenhower's put some stuff in.
And when the files really came to light, George Bush was president. Yeah. That's when this all started.
06. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
In Florida. And then he starts going, well, and really hominas, and then says, it's just like they did it. It's just like the Russia. And then he takes off on Russia, which, if you stop and think about it, he just told you, yes,
I'm in the files. Yes. I'm in the files.
But it's because Obama, Hillary, Joe.
Except this Epstein thing has been going on for how many years now? And he's never said that before.
Well, he's trying and failing to cover.
He's never said it before, though. So now that it's nonstop, it's nonstop. Yeah. And so everybody's now turned toward it. Because we'd much prefer talking about some sex salacious shit than we would be talking about the war in Ukraine, which Putin is sending in thousands of drones now to fuck up Ukraine and kill Ukrainians.
Yeah, that we don't even talk about that.
No, we don't. We don't talk about Israel just bombed Syria, Damascus. So wait. I'm sorry, Israel. Wait, what? Wait. So they're like, well, Gaza's leveled. We need condos. We need parking
for the statue for Trump.
New Gaza Trump. We need So so now he's made up this thing now. So here's what we know. What Trump does. He needs to blame somebody. Now that it's basically becoming an unending question. What do you know? Where are the files? Instead of just going, we're going to move on from it, which he did 2 weeks ago, right?
Yep.
He said we're moving on. Yep. We're just going to move on. Why would you get? He's been dead a long time. Why does people care about Epstein this much? Well, I mean, part of it's because you guys have been saying Hillary was raping children in the basement in a pizza parlor, and you said Bill raped children, and everybody else raped children, and
he also was arrested under your watch and died, committed suicide under your watch.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, the cameras and the thing in the jail, 2 minutes and 53 seconds just happened to be edited out. No, it was a changeover. It happens all the time. Well,
they said slow down a little bit because this is all really important. I want you to.
Well, you're legal mind. You go.
No, you're just like you know so much about it. You're amped up. They said Blondie said that there was always a minute missing in the footage every night, 1 minute, because of
resetting.
Okay.
Yeah, changeover, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Which doesn't.
How convenient for a prison.
Doesn't it, right? And it's the same minute every night.
The good news is
what time can we go
prisoners
kill?
Would never we get a minute to stab them.
So now say what has been found out since then.
By the way, the minute is the Breaking Bad minute where he killed everybody. Didn't Walter White set up a plan where the 1 minute of changeover, he killed like 35 people?
Yeah, you cue the music. Jesus Christ.
So then we go, and Ken's going to need to back it up because he knows more about this than I do. But so now I'm looking at, and it's not just one news, not some crazy sideways news thing saying 2 minutes and 53 seconds has been edited out. Newsweek said it. And Newsweek, everybody's couching it. It looks like, well, it doesn't look like it. The metadata.
Oh no, it is.
So explain what happened. The editing. So Adobe leaves a thing.
Yeah, it writes metadata into the. So first of all, if it was actually raw footage, it would have just been an export of a certain file type. Right?
Like, yeah.
It would be whatever, some fucking shitty,
like
CCTV
whatever.
thing. Yeah. But when you import it and then have to edit it, you're going to, first of all, it's going to convert it to a file type that it can work with.
So Premiere Pro has to change the file, whatever the
it's
raw
going to
file
rewrite
is,
it
to something it can see.
Yes. And then, there's going to be edits in it, and there's going to be edits and cuts that you can see in the data.
Right.
And then when you re-export it out, it's a different file type.
So instead of putting out the video, when you go to the thing and you go to the all the matrix file, the ones and zeros,
it all changes.
It says Adobe Photoshop.
Yeah, it says like,
Adobe Premiere. And he goes,
copyright 2024.
He thought it was so ridiculous. He started laughing yesterday. He goes, it's Premiere. It's what we used to edit the podcast. Exactly. They're using Premiere. And so they've edited 2 minutes and 53 seconds out. Now let's talk about, that doesn't seem like a long time unless you're a murderer. And then it seems like just enough time, doesn't it? Yeah, so, like as we were talking about just earlier, it's time to set up craft services, you get the light set, shoot a couple of takes, and then wrap. And it's so they could go in. Oh, also, this is another weird thing in Jeffrey Epstein's, and I brought it up in the Armageddon update. He had extra bedding. He had a bunch of extra bedding.
Yeah,
in his cell.
Yeah.
After
no reason for it. Mm-hmm. He's an extra. Could I get some more sheets? Why? I want a noosey.
Yeah.
Or by the way, I know there's that minute missing. I'd like to go out the window and make a rope. Yeah. Because I know there's a minute every day, supposedly. So, and then Pam Bondi was in law enforcement in Florida when Jeffrey Epstein was in prison the first time. Then we go back to Bill Barr and Bill Barr's dad, who was involved with the school that Jeffrey Epstein taught physics at. But Jeffrey Epstein doesn't have a physics degree. He just got sucked into the school, and then he started messing with girls, got messed with at the school. They kicked him out of there. Then when Epstein, then he did prison time. But the way he did prison time, Alex Acosta, is that the guy? Who was the guy that
he put him in his administration?
Yeah, the guy.
Again, with no experience.
But do you guys remember how weird? Like, it's weird because I'm listening to Katie Tur today go down the list of what it possibly could be. And Katie Tur is obviously a chaos agent for the Trump administration because she goes, well, maybe they said they had all the data to use it to get elected, but then they realized there was nothing, and so now they're embarrassed by that, or they realized that there's some people on the list that they want to know, so they're hiding that. And but she never once said it's possible that the guy who said the president is my best friend for 10 years.
Yes.
Who's been on the flight log 7 times, who basically has been sued by a girl.
Not basically, was sued as a co-defendant with Epstein.
With Epstein by a girl who said they both raped her when she was 13 years old. A guy who's already got an $81 million settlement for rape. We've watched him be creepy as shit. We have girls from his beauty pageant say he walked in on them naked because he could.
Yep. Slept with a porn star. Keep going.
Slept with a porn star. Cheat.
Dirty fucking creep.
He's so beyond creep. But you're right. Like creeps aspire to be him. Yeah. Creeps like, oh, one day if I could just be that creepy.